Hey guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you guys doing? And thank you so much for listening for my second episode of my podcast. So I really appreciate it, and also I'd like to say thank you for my 15 subscribers. Thank you so much, and I hope there will be a crazy number after this. So yeah, so thank you so much once again. And before that, I would like to apologize to you guys that I post my second episode for such a long time, because before this I had a busy day. I mean, a lot of work to do. So yeah, so I hope you guys can understand. And YouTube channel or the podcast that I doing right now is the second things that I need to do. It's not my priority on top, to be honest. Yeah. So I hope you guys can understand. All right. So thank you so much. And I believe you guys already heard for my first episode of my podcast, which is was on 30th December. And when I'm talking about the new year of 2021, and we hope something better in the future. But yeah, let's be honest here right now. Is there any better when we got into MCO 2.0? I mean, the earlier cases of 2021 is go spike. I mean, more than 3K or 4K. I don't know the accurate number, but that's a lot. And the social media goes crazy, and everything goes crazy. And it's just like we're living in 2021. It's like we're living in 2020, the version of Promise. Yeah, if you get what I mean, right? So yeah, I'm terrible to make jokes, but I hope you guys can understand. All right. So let's talk about the Dustin Poirier against the Conor McGregor. For me, the fight is absolutely disappointed because during that match, I mean that fight, I was hoping that Conor McGregor will win, but end up it is something different. And we can see that Dustin Poirier raises his hand as a victory of that night. So before I go deeper about this topic, I would like to say congratulations to Dustin Poirier for your victory of UFC 257. And yeah, I'm not kind of shocked if he beat up Conor McGregor. I mean, if we see the Dustin Poirier previous fight when he fought LD Everest, Justin Gaethje, Max Holloway, Dan Hooker, all this fight that I see is absolutely incredible. I mean, I can say that Dustin Poirier deserved uh, a win that night when he against Conor McGregor. And I love the game, the strategy game from Dustin Poirier. But I will talk about it later. All right. So let's go into the pre-fight. So when I talk about before the fight happens, of course, the UFC shows that there's a fight between Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor. The promotion that been uploaded to YouTube, and when I see it, the trailer, I guess, the trailer or promotion, and when I see it, I can feel that the Conor McGregor, the motivation of Conor McGregor will be back, and we are waiting for this for such a long time because yeah, the last time that we see Conor McGregor fight, it was last year when he against Donald Cerrone, the cowboy. And yeah, the promotion is kind of give a hype because let's be honest, every promotion when Conor McGregor fight, UFC always highlight Conor McGregor as the man, the fight that we need to watch because Conor McGregor has the attraction that nobody fighters can do like what Conor McGregor do. And I'm not saying that other fighters like Dustin Poirier, Khabib Nurmagomedov, Justin Gaethje, Max Holloway, or any other UFC rosters are not good at promotion. I mean, no, I'm not talking. I'm not talking about a good or bad. I'm talking about the signature, the symbol of the fighter itself have their own. But for Conor McGregor, it's absolutely different. He absolutely the money machine. He's absolutely why the people are on eyes on Conor McGregor because the way that Conor McGregor sell the fight is a huge. I mean, as you can see, the number that I will show you right now, that every fight, the pay-per-view between Conor McGregor fight with his opponent, the money goes up, blows up, and it is reached to the millions. And I'm trying to understand why Dana White before this that couldn't release Conor McGregor, because it is because Conor McGregor, the UFC brings up around the world. If you guys agree or not, right? So not just a pay-per-view fight only. It is our own business, just like his game Dystopia, the fashion game. I mean, not game, the business of fashion, I guess. If correct me if I'm wrong. And his product drinks, which is his whiskey Proper 12, yeah, everything goes up. Everything he's touched into turns into the money, and there's no debate for that. All right, that's the end. Right. And when we talk about the attraction, I mean, if you guys remember the boxing that he fought, Conor McGregor against Floyd, the Money Mayweather, also has a huge fight. I mean, you can't be serious that Conor McGregor, with his professional record, is zero. I mean, which is his debut on boxing, and he against one of the greatest boxing of all time, Floyd Mayweather, with his record before the Conor McGregor is 49-0, and right now is a 15 because he beat up Conor McGregor for sure, right? But we can see that everything Conor McGregor touch is become attraction to the people. He's absolutely genius when you talk about the marketing business. It's not just a marketing business; it's a fight business also, and his name became a brand. He became a brand around the world, and nobody could ignore about it. Because everything when you talk about the social media and talk about Conor McGregor, everything see what Conor McGregor do, or what the next of Conor McGregor fights or something else. Yeah. So yeah, okay, that's enough when I'm talking about Conor McGregor. Okay, because I'm a huge fan of Conor McGregor. Yeah. So let's go into the fight between Dustin Poirier and what we call Conor McGregor itself. Yes, I'm sorry. So the pre-fight, the before fight against both of them, during a press conference that I seen it before, I see that both of them are absolutely calm, are absolutely relaxing, and there's no like going wild like what happened during 2014, the first fight between Dustin and Connor. And as we can see, that both of them are absolutely different. I mean, both of them have their own children, as we know, have their own business outside the cage, and also the plus we are in the world of pandemic. I think that's a good thing to show a good attitude to be shown to the people. And what I can I see during press conference is between Dustin and Connor. It's just two people who love what do they do, and it is absolutely a fight business. And I wasn't shocked, to be honest, when Conor McGregor become humble. I mean, I already showed when he became humble when he fight with the Donald Cerrone before this, after Khabib Nurmagomedov beat up Conor McGregor. And as you guys remember that Khabib mentioned after during Conor and Khabib fight that Khabib wants to make Conor to be humble, and what he said during the fight happened after the fight. Yeah, he's Khabib Nurmagomedov did what he said, and right now we've seen the version of Conor McGregor is absolutely different. The next fight after Khabib against Donald Cerrone, he became humble. And when I watch it, Conor right now, I mean the version of 2020 to 2021, I guess, is a the Conor McGregor has become so relaxing, so calm, and it feels weird to be honest. If for those who knows Conor McGregor before this, he's such a wow. he's such a bring the chaos when he talk about the fight. But yeah, I think he should change that way from now on. To be honest, plus he has a kids, and I believe that Conor McGregor want to show a good example with his kids, because which is I can understand that, right? And during Conor McGregor against Dustin Poirier pre-fight, well, what can I say that people talking about during the fight that day, and I seen the Dana White, who is UFC the president, in his IG, that Dana White meeting up with Khabib Nurmagomedov, as we can see, as I show you right now, that both of them have the secret meeting. I mean the private meeting. Maybe they have discussed or something. Uh, yeah, as a mixed martial art fans like me or any other people must be questioning: did Khabib out of retirement, or did he want to come back to UFC, or is it just a chit chat between Dana White and Khabib Nurmagomedov? I don't know, to be honest, right? But I don't think so that Khabib would come back to UFC unless his next fight could be a joint state peer, or the short name GSP. And for those who don't know who is a GSP, GSP is a hella group fighter. He's a legendary. He's a Hall of Fame of UFC, and what kind of list joint state peer achievement that he became welterweight champion 2 times, and also the middleweight champion. And his life, George St. Pierre last fight was against Michael Bisping back in 2017, and he won the middleweight champ. And on that night, also George St. Pierre retired. George St. Pierre announced that he is retired. And it was absolutely a good fight between Michael Bisping and George St. Pierre when I watching them. And moreover, his late father, Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov, he said that his dream match, that he wants his son, Khabib, want to fight against George St. Pierre. And his late father, hoping that he will retire with a record 30 wins with no losses. But ends up the other way. And as we know that when Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov passed away, and Khabib, after the Khabib won against Justin Gaethje before the last fight, the last Khabib fight against the Justin Gaethje, and during that night, Khabib Nurmagomedov decided to retire because Khabib promised to his mom that he will retire after the fight against Justin Gaethje, which is a very sad, and also I kind of understand that kind of situation during that time. And because of that, he couldn't reach his perfect record with the 30-0. Uh, yeah, I'm totally understand that why he didn't want to continue. I mean, come on, his father is absolutely his role model, I guess, because everything he's achieved in combat sport only because of his father. I mean, if you guys watch the video about Khabib, the relationship between Khabib and his father is absolutely touched. And and Khabib is still humble with his parents, even though he's top of the world. It's like his record is absolutely amazing, and that is why I was think that Khabib should return in UFC unless UFC bring back the GSP. And when George St. Pierre came back to UFC and made out the fight between Khabib and George St. Pierre, that fight, I believe, that will be part of history of combat sport if the match happen lah. Right? But we will see in the future. We will see how, right? But that's all the rumors between Khabib and Dana meeting. So let's go into the fight between Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier. And there will be a little bit spoiler if you guys don't see it. So, but if you guys don't care about it, then you guys can continue listening. I guess. So right. So during that fight, I mean, Conor McGregor against Dustin Poirier, my expectation during that fight, it wasn't into a reality. I mean, during that fight, their fight in the first round, which is Dustin Poirier is such a good strategy. Dustin Poirier bring the game on the ground game, or the easy to understand is a wrestling game. The first 10 second, 20 second, I guess, if I'm not mistaken, with against Conor McGregor, and it was a good strategy to be honest, because as we know that Conor McGregor witnesses is a ground game. Before we looked at his four losses Conor McGregor fought. That Conor McGregor lost is because he's not good. Can I say he's not good? I don't know, but that's my opinion. That he's not good on wrestling game. Yeah, that's why this Conor McGregor is get easily tired, and he against Dustin Poirier, and yeah, end up Dustin takes down Conor McGregor and makes Conor McGregor get tired. And I can say that Dustin Poirier games is absolutely changed because Dustin Poirier learned from mistake from before. Back then, 2014, when Conor McGregor beat up TKO Dustin by knockout, which is Conor McGregor striking. Until now on, the Conor McGregor striking is absolutely beautiful. But yeah, but everybody knows where his weaknesses. Maybe between the fallouts that I mentioned just now, yeah, the wrestling game is a weaknesses of Conor McGregor, and that's why Dustin Poirier bring a wrestling game towards Conor McGregor to make sure that Conor McGregor gets tired, right? And that's a good strategy. And I feel disappointed with the Conor McGregor because Conor McGregor never improved with the wrestling skills. And yeah, during the pre-fight, he that Conor McGregor after the fight against Dustin Poirier, if Conor McGregor wins, he would like to fight with the Khabib, but I don't think so. I don't think it will be happen. And sorry. And right now, as we know that Dustin Poirier is a win against Conor McGregor, so I don't think so that will be happen between Conor McGregor and the Khabib for the rematch. I mean, it's just a dream. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what will happen, but because I think how the Conor McGregor fighting skills right now from now on is absolutely all Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor, as I can understand, because he's just bring a striking game as the game as before. He doesn't change anything. He doesn't improve for wrestling game, and that is why he easily gets tired. He easily, yeah, easily get tired. When I watched the first round, when he gave pressure, Dustin Poirier in the cage wall. Conor McGregor gave so much pressure to the Dustin Poirier, which is he gave the hit with the shoulder to his face, just like what he did against Doros Cerrone. But it doesn't work to the Justin Poirier because Justin Poirier physical, his fitness is absolutely incredible. If you guys remember when Dustin Poirier against Dan Hooker, which is a long fight, a long night, but still Dustin Poirier stand tall and against Dan Hooker. Unlike Conor McGregor is his specialty is the fastest knockout. That's all I can say. Again, if you guys remember against, I don't remember the Brazilian fighters. I don't know, remember, but yeah, if you guys remember, he knocked out the 42nd, and he became not a lightweight. Yes, I think it's a lightweight champion, I guess. Yeah, that's his specialty. When against also against Donald Cerrone, the latest fight before not Justin, sorry, Dustin Poirier, he also did give a fastest knockout. Yeah, that's the specialty of Conor McGregor. Because Conor McGregor fights what he can do, he give a fastest knockout as he could. But it doesn't work to Dustin Poirier because Dustin Poirier at the first 10 seconds he bring up this wrestling game, which is Dustin Poirier give a witnesses and give Conor McGregor wake, and that's why when Conor McGregor stood up, I mean released for the wrestling, and then he getting more tired, and that is why end up for the second round. I mean, during the first round, they end up the first round. I see that Conor McGregor is easily get tired, and I was talking to myself that okay, that could be the end of Conor McGregor. That could be the end of Conor McGregor. Why? Because I see look as a Conor McGregor face is absolutely uh tired. I mean, it's absolutely exhausted. It's like he's doing marathon in 10 kilometers or something, but it is like 3 minutes of fighting, and yeah, I can see that it's totally different. The previous Conor McGregor and their Conor McGregor right now, which is he's not good at conditioning or what we call the cardio, I guess. I don't know. We're seeing as something different with Conor McGregor right now. And the way he pushed himself, the first round, he pushed himself that he couldn't save energy for the second round because Conor McGregor believed that he could beat Dustin Poirier only just one round. That's his goal. But the Dustin Poirier strategy, Dustin Poirier goals is want to make Conor McGregor tired. And that's a bit different between both strategy. That's what I can see, and the fight during that time. And when the second round started, and I see it is Conor McGregor gets tired, and the Dustin Poirier look fresh, is look good in shape, and when it's the second round start, Dustin Poirier attack Conor McGregor like really attack, and end up Dustin Poirier takes Conor McGregor down, and end up here's the fight. Conor McGregor lost because of TKO made by Justin Poirier. So yeah, after Dustin TKO Conor McGregor, and I seen that Conor McGregor is still gasping, like it's like. I mean, okay, I don't want to make it sounds terrible, but if you guys seen the highlight between Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor at the end of the fight when he fell down, he's absolutely exhausted. I don't know why. I mean, I've seen his training before this. He do a lot of cardio stuff, do training, but I don't know why he's something pretty different. Because I think Conor McGregor's strategy is not work for Dustin Poirier. And yeah, is let's be honest, Conor McGregor he's out of shape. I mean, not out of shape. Sorry, he's out of touch from this game. Plus, his leg got injured. I don't know. I mean, let's be honest. And a Conor McGregor fans, as a Conor McGregor fans as am I'm actually disappointed with this fight. I mean, I was expected the motivation, the notorious, the Conor McGregor bring something different. But yeah, I thought it could be Conor McGregor won that match, but it ends up is something different. And yeah, if 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 the Conor McGregor want to get into the mixed martial art, I think he need to improve the wrestling game. Just like Khabib Nurmagomedov. Oh, it's hard to pronounce his name. Khabib Nurmagomedov. Sounds weird. Okay. Yeah, it's Khabib's fighting style, which is the wrestling games. And if the Conor improve wrestling game instead of boxing, I think we can see another version of Conor McGregor, the improvement of Conor McGregor. But I don't think so. I don't think that Conor will improve the wrestling. Plus, he's already old. I guess. I mean, 31 years old. I guess. I don't know. But unlike the older athlete like Floyd Mayweather, which is older than Conor McGregor, or Manny Pacquiao, the boxer. Both of them are, I mean, Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, both fighters in boxing. Even though they both of them are going to get older, but their stamina, they are strength is absolutely amazing. And unlike Conor McGregor, he's like he's a lost his touch. That's all I can say. All right. Yeah. So during that fight against Dustin Poirier, it's getting me like disappointed. Like really, I'm just sad. And yeah, right now actually I don't want to make a podcast about it unless I Conor McGregor won. But yeah, as I promised to you guys on Instagram, so I'm just gonna do it. Right. Yeah, it's gonna really break my heart to be honest as the Conor McGregor fans. But Dustin Poirier, he deserved for that victory. I mean, like really, really deserved because Dustin's strategy against Conor McGregor, that Dustin found the Conor McGregor weaknesses. I mean, the weak spot, which is the ground game, which can lead that Dustin Poirier win the victory. And I think that everyone before this, and I think that Dustin Poirier can see the Conor McGregor move, I guess, because of his four losses before they make it five, which is Dustin Poirier won. The four losses that made by Conor McGregor before this, that he lost is because the ground game, the wrestling, the submission, which he easily get tapped. Just like Khabib said to Conor McGregor that Conor McGregor is a tap machine, tap chicken. I don't know, as you guys remember. Yeah, so it's kind of sad to be honest. Oh my god. I mean, it feels sad to watch Conor McGregor fight. Kind of sad, but yeah. So that's all for the during the fight of Conor McGregor against Dustin Poirier. And after the fight, which is the post-fight, the press conference, and during the press conference for the post-fight, during the press conference of Conor McGregor, I see that the Conor McGregor is kind of upset because he wasn't expect that he could lose against Dustin Poirier, but I can understand why. Okay, but plus, this is his first time he lost fight through knockout. That's his first time ever that he lost through knockout. I mean, it's absolutely sad when I watch the match between both of them. While the the press conference for the Dustin Poirier, he's not uh he's not no man, he's not kind of happy. He's maintained as a calm fires and as a cool. It's not like trash talk to the Conor McGregor. Instead of that, he's looking forward for the next fight. And I don't know what will happen to the next fight between Dustin Poirier, but I will looking for between both of them, between Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier. And during the press conference for Dana White is the UFC president. That Dana White mentioned, sorry, the people ask the Dana White on the performance of Conor McGregor that night, and Dana White just gave an answer like he said that Conor McGregor right now is like a Rocky Balboa, which is the movie fight, which is the Rocky movie. If you guys know, if you guys don't know, then you guys better guys watch a Rocky movie. I love Rocky. It's absolutely motivation, inspiring, and it is a 90s or 80s movie. It is an old movie, not an old movie. And the next generation of the Rocky is a Creed. If you guys know that, if you guys don't know, then go search on Google. All right. Yeah. So Dana White bring an assumption that Conor McGregor is like Rocky 3 version, which is as you know that if you guys watch Rocky 3, Rocky 3 is like he's at the peak. He's already rich. He's already have money, fame, and everything, and is a less motivation of fight spirit. And it's the spirit of fight. I don't know. But yeah, when Dana White said that the Conor McGregor has no motivation, I guess, on the fight, which is I could agree. I can't understand why, because the way I see, uh, Dustin Poirier against Conor McGregor fight, Conor McGregor wasn't hungry like he used to be. Like the first fight, I mean the early days of Conor McGregor, and until now that he absolutely different because Conor McGregor is already top of the world, I guess, with his business. And yeah, I think in my thought for the next thing of Conor McGregor, I don't know, many people on Instagram, on social media, think that Conor McGregor should retire because he's already old. I don't know. He's already easily exhausted, I guess, right? So, but I don't know what will happen to the Conor McGregor. But we will see. I will looking forward for the Conor McGregor next plan, I guess, and also Dustin Poirier. So yeah, if the Conor McGregor want to continue with the mixed martial art or UFC, I think I don't know if Conor McGregor listen to my podcast or not. I'm just betraying, right? If Conor McGregor want to return to UFC or mixed martial art, at least he need to improve that wrestling skill. That's all I can say. That's all my opinion. And if the Conor McGregor improve of his weaknesses, I think Conor McGregor could come back. But that's all my opinion, and I don't know what will happen. But I wish him good luck. And also, I would like to say congratulations again again to Dustin Poirier for the victory, UFC 257, and it's just fun to watch, and I will look forward between both of them. So yeah, so that's all for me. That's all for this topic for my second episode podcast. So thank you so much for listening. And also, I would like to apologize for you guys for waiting for my second episode, I guess. And please comment down below do you guys think about Conor McGregor fight against Dustin Poirier. Comment down below. I really love to see what you guys think about the fight. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I will see you for the next episode. So thank you so much, you guys. Take care of yourself. Have a great day. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.